Good day, good friends. BoboCTep here with some more Black-White Martyr Proc. I'm okay with this hand as a 6. We're on the play, so we will get into our Martyr stuff pretty quickly, and we have removal. It's definitely keepable. Our opponent is considering their 7. They mulled a 6. And they keep on 6. We will start with a tapped Godless Shrine, just in case we want to fetch for something other than that. Blood Crypt for our opponent. Untapped for an Inquisition. Will be interesting to see what they take here. They take our Heliod, which is actually, that works the best for me, I think. We rip another land off the top. So let's play Martyr here. And looks like we've got Jund without Lurrus, so back on pre-Lurrus shenanigans here. And they play a Dark Confidant, which we will kill right away since they only have 4 cards. Ah! I should have fetched on the instep, because that would have allowed me to get a Godless Shrine. So we'll take our L there and start attacking. We do get pretty ripped to shreds by Liliana here, unfortunately. Oh, but they're stuck on 2 lands. So killing that Dark Confidant ends up being really good for us. Let's take them off of red here. I keep forgetting to fetch, which is a big oof. So let's, yeah, let's go for it. They float a red. And we'll go get a Plains. They aren't able to do anything with that red mana. But now they need a black source if they're going to go the Lily route. And they get it, so no big sweat there. Waka waka. And they'll make us discard. Okay. Yeah. It's going to take a while to kill Lily with just a Martyr, so that's a good move on their part. Luckily, we can cast anything we draw. So I'm going to get rid of the Mistveil Plains here. And then fetch the other Mistveil Plains out of the deck. Godless Shrine tapped. And let's swing into Lily. Discarding is not fun by any stretch, but yeah, I guess next turn, I guess it would have made sense to cast all these Serras. In hindsight. In hindsight, definitely wanted to cast those Serras. They can only kill so many of them. Wow. Hi, Lily. Just gonna rip my hands to shreds here. No, they're gonna make me sacrifice. So what I would love to do here is top deck the Ballista and just shoot their Lily. Instead, we get another land. So they need a removal spell to get rid of the Serra Ascendant, which any of their removal spells do it pretty much. Bolt works just as well as anything else. And they choose to not discard, so we can still... At this point, we can top deck a Ranger and go get the Ballista and kill Lily. So we've got a lot of options. Hey. And I will put the Ballista underneath once I get another white spell, but I think killing the Lily is really valuable to us right now. And they have a push, so both of us are just going to try to top deck our ways to glory here. So they get an answer, it would seem, and then we draw an answer. So, not the best situation so far. Bloodbraid. That's a good way to top deck, for sure. And they've got a fully loaded Goyf here. I'm going to not path the Goyf this turn, just in case we draw a Wrath spell off the top. Yeah, I guess Kami's okay. Kami means unless they have a removal spell, we don't need to path yet, and we can keep trying to get a 2-for-1 here. Oh, well, there goes that idea. I will leave Kami up here. I don't mind taking a Bloodbraid Elf to the face to give some damage back. Especially if, like, we draw a Heliod here and can give it lifelink, that would be huge. So, we're officially out of Emeria mana. We got that going for us. So if we top deck the Emeria, we're good to go. We do lose this race, of course. There's the Heliod. So, all we can really do here. And they will Assassin's Trophy it. Yeah, I'll take the land. Crucible doesn't do much for us immediately, but we do have a Field of Ruin, so... I would love to have had a Ghost Quarter instead of the Field of Ruin here, but we will start destroying their mana base here. We're reaching a pretty critical need to draw our outs here. And now it just got that much more critical. Scavenging Ooze can kind of tear us apart. They'll start attacking lands before they attack creatures. Can we rip a Wrath off the top or a Ranger? Let's see. It would have to be Little Ranger, and even then, okay. But wait, 4, 8, 9, so 3 and 6. Oh, but we do still have to put it back, so we would have to wait a turn no matter what. Okay. Weathered Wayfarer does very little for us, other than gives us the ability to put Ballista back. Let's put a Mistveil Plains into play tapped. And hope they don't have a removal spell. If they have a removal spell, we're dead. And they do. So they top deck better than us because they're gen deck and they should be able to do that. So let's see what we bring in here. Kambal is fine. Purge is great. I'll take another Winds of Abandon. That's fine. How good is Sorin here is the question. How good is Sorin here? Weathered Wayfarer seems a little weak, so we'll take that out. If I'm bringing in the Winds, I don't think I need the Cleansing Nova. And then let's take out 2 Serras and 1 Sorin. No, actually, I kind of like Sorin to just be able to bring stuff back. Let's take out Kami. Kami seems a little weak here. It's dead to all their removal and it really only stalls for 1 turn. This hand is really vulnerable to Thoughtseize, but I like that it has 4 lands. It's really, really vulnerable to Thoughtseize, though. I'm going to keep it. Let's see. If they Inquisition and then Thoughtseize, we're left with just an Orzhov Charm. I think it's keepable. I think it's better than going down to 6. They do not start with turn 1 discard spell, so we're in good shape so far. And we have Crucible of Worlds, which is a great draw for us with a Ghost Quarter. Play a Swamp. And they'll Croxa us. So what? Let's discard. Is it worth the 3 life to discard a Plains that we can get with Crucible of Worlds? I think it is. I think it is. Path. We're perfectly fine with a path draw. Opponent shocks in an Overgrown Tomb for Assassin's Trophy. Bit of a bummer the way that went out, but we'll still get to cast our Ranger next turn. We're okay with that, Emeria. So we're going to go get Martyr and Serra here. Scavenging Ooze for our opponent. I will path that pretty quickly. Alright, so let's go with Martyr. Let's crack it right away. And then play a Serra, play a path. Yeah, that seems correct. Just gonna dump our hand here and swing in for 3. That Sorin is great if it doesn't get discarded. I love that Sorin's ability to get back Martyr. And if they push Serra Ascendant here, we just put it right back out. Well, that's a damnation. Three cards left in hand for our opponent. And we'll just get that Serra back right away. What I like here is if they Fatal Push it, we can Orzhov Charm it back. Bloodbraid Elf for our opponent. And they will Culligan's Command. Do they get something back or make us discard? I'm interested to see what the modes are here. Discard and get back Kroxa, which they can play Kroxa, so they can just make us discard our whole hand. Okay, yeah, that's a bummer, but they can't attack with that Bloodbraid Elf. Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's a lightning bolt for sure. Let's get the Mistveil Plains. We get a Martyr off the top. And I'm going to swing in for 6 here. If they attack, we swing in for lethal unless they have a creature. But I guess they can escape the Kroxa here and hit us for 3. That's not a bad play for them by any stretch. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Stomping around tapped. We will Mistveil Plains some stuff back. Let's get back a Sorin and an Orzhov Charm. We get a path here. So I will use that right away. And all we got to do is hope they don't top deck removal. They can't fetch anymore, which is fine for us. And they concede. So we get there on the back of a Serra Ascendant. Yeah, I'm actually fine with this. I really am. Whew. So this hand is... There's just no clock, I guess? Yeah, I love that we can top deck into everything, but I would really like to generate... I'd really like to have stuff. And this gets a little better. Unfortunately, we don't have the black source. So I guess I'll put back the Orzhov Charm since I have the removal. Maybe Kambal was the better putback. I'm not sure, but as long as we top deck, we've got 3 draws to get to Godless Shrine or Marsh Flats. So let's see if they shock it in. They do, but again, no turn 1 discard, which is good for us. I will not play that Serra. We'll hold that back for when we use Ranger to go get Martyrs. Here comes a Croxa. Serra makes the most sense here, I think. I want to play that Kambal. I do. Perfect draw. Perfect timing for that. And if they don't have targeted discard, we're in really good shape. Ashiok is a bummer. And what did we lose here? Oh no, they flipped their own deck. Okay. So we just lost the Serra. Let's play Kambal. Let's get some damage in. Since we can't search yet with Ashiok. The only bummer thing about Ashiok is it's dead to all of their removal. So it gets what I need to get out of it, but then they just remove it. Bloodbraid. No, escaped Croxa. So, I guess I'll get rid of the Orzhov Charm. I want to keep those Rangers around. Oh, I can't overload it. But I can cast it. And we'll attack the Ashiok here. I want to get that off the battlefield before they start removing my Ranger caps. And they bolt it, so we gain some life off of that. Will they uptick Ashiok? Another Croxa. That's a bummer. They've gotten a lot of mileage out of Croxa here. Card's great for Jund. Card is exactly where Jund wants to be. And then Scavenging Ooze, so they really can exile my graveyard here. And of course they choose not to uptick Ashiok. So we will do it for them. Let's see if they escape Croxa here. That makes the most sense. Yeah, Fatal Push. And then from there, if we draw Wrath of God, we're doing great, but otherwise we just kind of lose here. Ashiok, though. Yep, they will escape Croxa here and get rid of our Ranger, so... Big sad. It's the right call, though. So let's try to top deck a pretty impactful spell here. Kambal is not ideal. Not great, but we'll go with it. Can't do much else here. Will they crack that Nurturing Peatland? No, they will lose some life to Exile. Well, I guess they don't lose life, because they just get it right back from the Ooze's ability. We can't survive this too long, though. And they're going to pretty aggressively eat our graveyard here. Dark Confidant. I mean, yeah, that's real. So we're dead next turn unless we draw an out. Which our only out is Wrath of God here. Winds of Abandon kills the Kroxa. So there is that. However, we still have to figure out a way through Scavenging Ooze here. And now they're probably going to go get a forest, which makes Scavenging Ooze eat stuff faster. I'm actually not going to attack because I want them to hold back their Confidant. They rip a land off of Confidant. Okay, they can eat our Kambal. They can eat... Yeah, we kind of have to block that Dark Confidant, unfortunately. Oh, and it doesn't matter. They just completely workhorse us. So that's game, and I'll see you in the next one. Great job by John to out John us.